Thank you for joining me today on Coffee With. I hope you enjoy this next episode of the Inn at Cedar Grove. Thank you for joining me again today. We're at the Inn at Cedar Grove with Dr. Stephen Reed, one of the owners of this property. And you have run across some interesting things here.
Yeah, actually I have. I love history, as Harley and Kendra had indicated earlier, and one of my hobbies is metal detecting. And I'm not looking for a pot of gold. It'd be nice to find that, but it's like when you metal detect, everything you dig up is a mini time capsule. And because whenever that item was dropped or left, it hasn't been disturbed likely for all those years.
Yeah.
So of course, this property, being from 1840, there are lots of things in the ground.
Pre-Civil War, for people that don't really recall, the Civil War ended in 1865.
Right, 1865.
So this house was built, 20 years before that?
Yeah, about 20 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the Civil War did impact this property, and you're going to talk about that later.
Right. So speaking of that date, 1865, what's interesting, one of the first things that I found on the property, and I really thought the place had been searched out, honestly, but I found a shield nipple with the date 1865 on it. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Well, another time I was doing some metal detecting, and I found of course, Civil War bullet. And these are a dime a dozen in Vicksburg. What I thought was interesting is about 5 minutes later, I found this, a horseshoe. And I was reminded of a photo that I had seen, not one that we have, but one I saw at the old courthouse museum, of a photo that was on eBay years ago that has a picture of Cedar Grove with a horse in the front yard and Civil War soldiers, because it was a Union Civil War camp. Likely these are from that particular day.
And I think we're going to try to lay that picture.
Yeah, I'll share the
We're gonna
picture.
lay that off.
And if anyone knows what that is, I'd love to find it. It's somewhere on eBay.
Well, we look forward to hearing more about all this interesting history. Thank you so much.
Thank you.